This is Trump renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America while flying over the Gulf of America. It's poetic and it's so funny. It's such a troll. Everyone's going to talk about it. All right, here we go. Let's watch this. Trump. Whew.
Air Force One is currently in international waters for the first time in history, flying over the recently renamed Gulf of America.
Gulf of America.
Please enjoy the flight, and we are now about to head westbound to Super Bowl
Let's
59.
go. That's so funny, dude.
Well,
That's so funny. Gulf of America. They're flying over it right now.
make America great again, right? That's what we care about. Okay, here we go.
There's that presidential Sharpie.
So this is a famous pen now.
Air Force One
Yeah,
is
that's a
currently
famous
in
pen.
international
The
waters.
pen that signed the Gulf of America. Let's go. That's the one. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, and people are pissed about the Gulf of America being a thing. Hold on. I gotta see for myself. Google Maps. Come here. I want to zoom out. Oh my God, there it is. It's the Gulf of America. Let's go, dude. This is pissing so many people off. It's almost like that's the purpose, right? It's almost as like, let's just do this and then they'll be crying about this while we do a whole bunch of fucking winning. They'll be crying about the Gulf of America and then we're just like saving the country so much money. Oh my God, that is awesome. I love this. This is so, like, it doesn't matter. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody thought of it. But now, like, there's so many of us. We're like, no, this is always Gulf of America. I don't care what happens. So many people are saying it's just going to get rid of in 4 years. Like, that's such a, it's so funny that people are saying that. That's how, like, they care that much. They care that much. That's why it was done. Do you guys not understand? It's a fucking marketing move, dude. You guys are being manipulated. It's supposed to piss you off and make everyone else laugh at you. Do you support ICE? Yeah, you know, if there's people here illegally and they're breaking laws and shit, easy. You know, they're doing like crazy shit. For people that are here illegally, but they're not like causing any trouble or anything like that, I mean, that doesn't feel good. But because of the sheer volume of people that have come in here, in the past, I wouldn't have cared. I'd be like, whatever. There's a small amount of illegals in the country. It is what it is. But at this point, there's so many fucking people that have crossed the border into the country, and it's basically a massive math problem. So mathematically, it can't be sustained. We can't allow it to continue. So mathematically, they've got to go. That's the way I see it. I wouldn't have cared before, but now that there's so many of them, I kind of have to care. Just because I'm being logical. Logically, it can't be sustained. $1 super chat for Mr. Meat. Thank you very much. Gulf of America. Yeah, try to take that away as president campaign. See how many votes you get. Yeah, I know, right? Campaign on getting rid of Gulf of America. Dude, that's what we want them to do. Yeah, definitely campaign on that. That would be absolutely fantastic. $10 super chat. Hashish oil. That's what he was arrested for. From the crazy puppet. Thank you very much. And you're talking about Biden's son, right? He was the one that does all the fucking drugs and stuff. And he got like pardoned. Like, honestly, Biden's son, like, bro, I don't know. Like, he was on a ton of drugs and he was going like 200 miles an hour going to Vegas. That sounds fucking cool. Okay. Like, as long as we don't crash and die, I mean, I don't know. That sounds kind of fun. Not going to lie. I think we're going after the wrong guy. We're going after him because we're trying to get to his dad. But honestly, it sounds kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, Biden, let's go after that guy. But his son, I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't have all the facts. Like, well, I guess he did some like Russia shit. I don't know. Or not Ukraine shit. I don't know all the story. You guys are, dude, there's so much fucking lore. This lore goes so deep. Dude, literally, American politics is like a comic book. We need to have like a Marvel comic book version of everything American politics since 2016. Like, think about it. Like, or 15, started in 2015. The moment Trump announces whatever, and we just have, or we can even go, let's go backwards, bro. You want to start with Bush? First Bush? You go that far. You want to go back further? Want to go back to Reagan? Want to go back to, dude, like just all of it. The first one, George Washington. We'll start there. Comic book series. There's so much lore. It's crazy how much lore there is. It's insane. Like, imagine being somebody who, I've never done cocaine, but imagine being someone who does do cocaine and being able to get away with doing it in the White House. I mean, I'm just saying, that sounds kind of cool. Okay. Is it proper? No, it's not. That's the least of my worries. His dad absolutely like wrecking our country and economy and doing an absolute dog job. Way bigger problem for me than his kid smoking crack or whatever he does. I don't give a about that. Doge just terminated a $2.3 million contract for a ridiculous VR training course that taught soldiers how to have difficult conversations about DEI. This, I believe, because when I was in the Marines, we had to go through a bunch of dumb ass shit that they spent a bunch of money on, and somebody pocketed all that cash while all us fucking sorry sons of bitches were stuck in a room listening about something, right? And it cost somebody billed the government a ton of money, and I don't know, this happened all the time. There's a lot of dumb shit they make us sit through that is a waste of our time when we're in the military. They're called safety briefings. And anytime something bad happens, then everyone has to stop and they have to listen to this safety briefing. And sometimes they bring in some fucking expert that gets paid way too much money because of a program like this. And I don't know, it's absurd. So let's check this out and see what this VR DEI program that they're making all our troops go through.
It's an opportunity to have a difficult conversation when it comes to DEIA. There is an avatar, and behind that avatar, there is a trained individual who is going to have a conversation. He or she
so bad.
A
new follower.
That's
so bad.
The difficulty of the conversation or back down and understand. The time that we're living in is we have conversations that are difficult, specifically dealing with people or differences of opinions. It's important for us,
bro, it's the fucking military
and service members to have these conversations and allow us to practice having these conversations that are often very difficult to have. This is for airmen, this is for guardians, this is for civilians of all ranks enlisted and officer. It's an opportunity to have a difficult conversation.
This shit needs to stop, dude. Like, I'm so glad we're auditing this stuff. It needs to, we cannot allow this to continue. And I'm glad that we're not. And I'm glad that so many Americans are united on this. Like, so there's a bunch of lefties. They all agree with this, dude. All right. There's only and they're not saying anything because they don't want to fight you other crazy lefties. They're just keeping their mouths shut. That's what they're doing. But they fucking deep down, like, you guys know it. It makes too much sense to find out where all this, like, all the fraud and everything like that. It makes way too much sense. Lefties are going to agree with it. Your normal person that just happens to be a lefty is going to not disagree with this at all. People are stealing the money. Everyone knows it. We've all known it. The only thing that's an issue is for the lefties, they just don't like that it's our side that's getting to the bottom of it. Everybody's wanted this. I don't care what their side is. Everyone's wanted this. A lot of them are just mad that it's our side that's digging into it, so they don't want us to look. Audit the auditor. We need to audit the shit out of this stuff for sure. American Mark Fogel is pictured on board a jet on his way back to the U.S. after being imprisoned in Russia for nearly 4 years. Trump got him freed. This is interesting. So I just thought, this is just in my docket of stuff that happened today. This is a big deal. I'm actually not super familiar with who this person is. But a picture is worth 1,000 words. Look at this man kiss his drink. That must be really nice. Being imprisoned in Russia sounds like that's absolutely fucking terrible. Look at this dish that he's eating here. He's living like a king. He's being transported over. Man, he's got some nice clothes, probably feeling good. Got some berries, some cheese, whatever this is. And notice this passport. Notice this passport in his hand. After being imprisoned in Russia for 4 years, imagine what it feels like to hold that in your hand. Imagine that, like he's clutching that. He's not going to let that thing go. Look at him kiss his drink. I don't know if this guy did something stupid to get imprisoned in Russia or not. I don't know what the details are. So I want you guys to know that. I am just looking at the image and I'm looking at this person that is happy to be free. And they've got this nice dish. They on a plane and they got a passport in their hand.